Kim Taehyung's positive response at the Vogue event, October 26, 2025. The fashion world was not ready for the most handsome man alive. Hi. Taehyung lovers all over the world. Welcome back to the most phenomenal and elegant channel in the universe, where we don't just talk about any celebrity, but about the most enchanting man God has ever created. A prince from another planet who now conquers the real world. Kim Taehyung via BTS. Look closely. Every time he walks, cameras forget to breathe. Every time he smiles, the world stops arguing. And every time his name is mentioned, the internet explodes. If you love this channel, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update about the most handsome, mysterious, and mesmerizing man alive. Because believe me, every story about Kim Taehyung isn't gossip. It's history unfolding before our eyes. And this time, Taehyung lovers, we're diving into something that shook the international fashion world to its very core. A moment that made Vogue, the most influential magazine in fashion, stop and whisper, is he human or a miracle walking among us? Yes, you heard that right. Kim Taehyung was personally invited by Anna Wintour, the queen of fashion herself, and graced Vogue World, Hollywood 2025. And what happened next? The world simply wasn't ready. Because this wasn't just an appearance. It was an elegant revolution when one man from South Korea redefined the global meaning of beauty, artistry, and power. Ready? Let's begin a story that will make you proud, astonished, and maybe even shed a tear over a beauty that feels too real. Undeniable facts. Date: October 26, 2025 event. Vogue World, Hollywood, Paramount Studios, Los Angeles global attendance. 122 international media outlets, including Vogue US, Vogue Korea, Harper's Bazaar, the New York Times Style, and Business of Fashion Social Reaction. 4.8 million mentions within 6 hours, breaking the record for an Asian artist at a fashion event live stream sales. Increased by 27% after the special guest from Korea announcement economic impact. Celine stock rose 1.3% in 2 days. Cartier gained 18 million YouTube views on its campaign from just one red carpet photo of Taehyung. Kim Taehyung's positive response at Vogue World. The fashion world wasn't ready for the most handsome man alive. He didn't come to steal the spotlight. He was the spotlight. Christian Allaire, Vogue World 2025. Imagine the moment. Picture most exclusive room in fashion. Glimmering lights, marble floors that shine like glass, rows of gold chairs engraved with names like Anna Wintour, Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Dua Lipa, 100 faces that define glamour. Everyone busy, everyone proud. Then the door opens. Someone walks in, and within 5 seconds, the entire Vogue world falls silent. Not because he's a model, not because he's a designer, but because he's Kim Taehyung. And that night, October 26, 2025, fashion history changed. Not because of fabric or brand, but because of a man who embodied the very soul of beauty. The moment that stopped the world. Vogue World, Hollywood 2025 wasn't just a fashion show. It was a theater of power. In the sea of Hollywood icons, Taehyung walked slowly, calm, unhurried. Yet every step echoed like the world's heartbeat slowing down. Photographers froze. Cameras paused before exploding into endless flashes. Within 13 minutes of his arrival, Taehyung was the #1 global trend on X Twitter. 2.7 million mentions in just 1 hour. Hashtags like hashtag Vogue World Taehyung and hashtag the most beautiful man alive trended across 90 countries. Even Anna Wintour, the woman who built walls between herself and the world, was caught smiling, a rare, almost tender glance, enough to shake the hierarchy of global fashion itself. Why is the world so obsessed? Because Kim Taehyung isn't just a celebrity. He's the embodiment of unpredictability. Cultural sociologist Dr. Marcus Lee from NYU calls it the Taehyung effect, a blend of classic aesthetics, modern mystery, and charisma that challenges conventional masculinity. He doesn't sell a face. He sells the idea that beauty can have a soul. The Guardian, October 27, 2025. Taehyung doesn't follow fashion. He rewrites its language. A world once ruled by Western elites now bows to a man from Daegu, South Korea, redefining what elegance means. Army, the emotional force behind Vogue. When Taehyung stepped onto Vogue stage, millions of ARMY around the world appeared digitally. They aren't just fans, they're an economic, social, and emotional powerhouse. According to Business of Fashion, October 2025, Taehyung's presence alone can boost a brand's social reach by 480% within 24 hours. And indeed, after that night, searches for Celine Men's Look 2025 jumped 327%, while Vogue World Taehyung outfit surpassed 11 million clicks. Analysts call this the Taehyung surge, a digital phenomenon beyond control, even by HYB itself. HYB, Vogue, Celine, Cartier, they all gained. But the public knew one truth. Without Kim Taehyung, the charts would remain flat. But why are some people angry? Because the world fears change. When a soft-spoken Korean man with soulful eyes dominates Vogue stage, the old guard feels threatened. Since when could a pop idol become the face of couture? Lil Mon Fashion Review. But ARMY didn't stay silent. They countered with facts. Taehyung appeared at Paris Fashion Week as the global face of Celine, and Cartier has been named the most handsome man in the world 3 years in a row by T.C. Candler. Is it wrong for the fashion world to acknowledge him? Or are they simply afraid to lose their thrones to someone who moves with sincerity, not strategy? Duality, the angel and the disruption. In public psychology, Taehyung is a living paradox. He's calm, yet his presence creates chaos. He's polite, yet his sensual aura cuts deep. He speaks little, yet his eyes hold universes. According to the Harvard Gazette, October 2025, this is called the paradox of charisma, when someone refuses a spotlight, but the spotlight insists on finding him. Kim Taehyung doesn't chase attention. Attention chases Kim Taehyung. Vogue and HYB, who's really in control. Here comes the heat. Many are asking, does HYB truly support Taehyung the way they support others? Because every time Taehyung goes viral, there's a strange silence. No big promotion, no media push. Yet the world moves on its own. Vogue understands that power. Putting Kim Taehyung in one frame means traffic, prestige, and influence. An insider from Korea's fashion industry told ELLE Korea, October 26, 2025, Taehyung is a figure who can make a campaign work with just one photo without saying a word. Vogue knows it. HYB might know, but may not be ready. Some observers say Vogue plays both sides, pretending to honor art while secretly chasing digital magnetism. But is that wrong? Or is that simply fashion in 2025, when aura is stronger than advertisement? Pro and con. Pro, this is Asia's victory on the global stage. Taehyung isn't a model, he's a living artwork. Vogue finally opened its doors to a new generation that doesn't ask for permission. Con, fandoms have replaced curation. Vogue has lost direction, selling virality, not vision. Celebrities are replacing real designers. Yet amid all debates, one truth remains. Everyone is talking about Kim Taehyung. And in fashion, conversation is the highest currency. Why can't the world stop looking at him? According to University College London, UCL, Kim Taehyung's face meets 94% of the golden ratio, the ideal human facial symmetry. But what makes him extraordinary isn't bone structure. It's something more abstract, a visible soul through silence. When he looks into the camera, it feels intimate, as if he knows you, though he doesn't. Psychologists call this the parasocial intimacy illusion, a dizzying sense of closeness, and Taehyung masters it effortlessly. He isn't just beautiful, he makes you feel nostalgia, longing, maybe even fear, because deep down, you know beauty like it can shatter your defenses, more than fashion. October 26, 2025 wasn't just a date. It was a day the fashion world paused and realized one vital truth. Beauty isn't about fabric. It's about courage to be authentic. Kim Taehyung didn't come to challenge Vogue. He came to save it from stagnation. In an industry losing its soul to algorithms, Taehyung brought something rare, emotional honesty. He made fashion feel human again. And that night, even Anna Wintour knew, Vogue no longer belongs to the elite. It now belongs to a man named Kim Taehyung, the question that lingers. Do you believe Kim Taehyung is now bigger than Vogue itself? Or do you think the fashion world has become too commercial? Whatever your answer, one thing is certain. Kim Taehyung has rewritten history. Not with words, but with silence that speaks louder than anything. And as always to you, Taehyung lovers across the world, don't forget to leave a comment. Is Taehyung the savior of fashion, or the most beautiful disruption ever born? Because here, on this channel, every step of Kim Taehyung isn't just news. It's history, it's art, it's emotion beyond measurement. And now, the world finally understands. Sometimes, one man can be more captivating than the entire industry trying to rival him.